Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dome. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Boston College Eagles taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. About to kick it off and get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
The Seminoles are on the move.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Eagles offense will take the field for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not great. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays in So how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive work.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now the play fake. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking deep. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Noles will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it.
Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out from the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. The give to the tailback. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Spins away from the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. They'll run for it. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, the risk on defense on 4th and short, putting all those guys close to the line of scrimmage, is that if the offense creases you, it's going to be an explosive play, and that's exactly what happened. They weren't able to stay in all of their gaps, and the offense breaks off an explosive run on 4th and short.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Quick step and go. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
A great top 25 matchup. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10. Got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got it behind the line. It's Akers. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Sanders. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm...
He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Oh, they're after him. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw. It's sacked. Quickly to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Akers. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely center cut. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, and at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll give it to the back. Got room to work. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Leaves it with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Rushes on him. And the defense got him at the 27.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 18 to Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback keeper. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back has it. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. And the Golden Eagles are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Using his legs, it's Peters. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run this quarterback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Right back to the well. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They boot it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unleashes one deep. Makes a grab down the middle. And he's into the end zone. Time has expired. They're an extra point away from winning it. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You've got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.